Welcome to the After the Show movie podcast, brought to you by your hosts, Ace Scully and Sid Talk. We're addicted to movies. Are you? Welcome, Sid Talk. Welcome one. Welcome all. Merry Christmas.
Is it not?
It's pretty close.
Quite. Merry Christmas time and all the other holidays. Or no holidays.
Merry non-denominational holiday
If you don't
period.
give a shit about anything, then that's fine too. Or just neutral. It's like not a thing.
All right.
Go for it.
Yes. Merry.
We're here for you.
Merry nothing, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's the before the after the show talk?
Before the after the show discussion was you made you a cup of tea and fiddled with your thing.
Again. Ooh.
Again, meaning your little audio trickery thing.
Yeah.
That's about it. It's not a lot. It's just, it's not a long trip from down there to up here.
It isn't. We don't have to go far to watch our movies.
You had a bowl of Cheetos.
I did. It was good. They were
It's very exciting here at the Ace Scully Ranch.
It is. All right. So let's take a look at a new movie. Should we? Shall we?
Shall we?
Yes.
Shall we? Shall.
It's Saturday, December the 13th. This is After the Show 921, your weekly movie review podcast. This week, we're taking a look at a new movie called Die, My Love. It's a 2025 release, out now on streaming, rated R. Its runtime is 1 hour and 59 minutes, and it's from our friends at Mubi, who sent us a copy for review. Sid Talk, can you give us the synopsis of the movie, Die, My Love?
I'm not sure if I can. I'll be honest. It is a journey through the mind. I don't want to sound pretentious and obnoxious, but like journey through the mind of someone. Period.
I'll give you the one off the box.
How's that?
Here's the one, well, not off the box, off the sheet.
Aye.
Grace, a writer and young mother, is slowly slipping into madness. Locked away in an old house in and around Montana, we see her acting increasingly agitated and erratic, leaving her companion Jackson increasingly worried and helpless.
Wow, they made the movie and I disagree with them. Don't know if she's falling into madness. That seems unreasonable. But I didn't write the movie. I didn't write the box.
All right, Die My Love, new movie by Lynn Ramsey, directed. What do you think?
I loved it. I was in love with it. How about you?
It's what I said to you during a toilet excursion in the middle of it was that Jennifer Lawrence is great at doing chaotic roles. And this role of Grace here is very chaotic.
See, she's not chaotic, though. I think you're wrong. She's not.
Well, the script is chaotic, let's say.
The consequences of some of her choices, and or visually what we see that may or may not be happening in her mind or how she sees the world, but she is very stoic most of the time and just thinking and studying.
She's a bit dangerous, though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Is she dangerous? I don't know.
I mean, she's
unpredictable.
Yeah. And there's some danger involved.
Unpredictably predictable.
Yeah. The movie I was talking about was the movie Mother ! Which is way more bananas than this movie, because that one goes...
Not Mother with Mel, what's his name? Albert Brooks and...
No.
Princess Leia's mother.
No, Mother ! Is a really like...
Who's in it? Javier Banderas? Is that his name? Javier Banderas? You know, that guy.
Yeah, that's not his name. Because you're mixing Antonio Banderas with Javier Bardem.
Bardem, yes.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. But that guy.
Yeah. And that one...
No Country for Old Men, that guy.
That one is an extreme... Like, who knows what's going on at the end of that movie, right? This one is a... You know what's going on.
It's an exploration of understanding the world from an individual person's mind.
Yeah. So
what other movies we got? Eternal Mind one. You've got the one with Nicolas Cage and the Orchid, where it's questionable. We've got Beautiful Mind. We got several big movies over time that explore the like struggle of a person who doesn't just see what everyone's packaged up as what life is supposed to be.
And doesn't quite, is not coping well with it as well.
I don't know. I think everyone else has a harder time coping than the person.
Yeah. This one is it's in 4:3 aspect ratio. I thought there was something wrong with my projector. According to Lynn Ramsey, that is to magnify the claustrophobia of the movie. You think that works?
She can say that. I don't get that. It doesn't matter to me because you know me. You even say to me when in big action movies, sometimes the aspect ratio changes to like.
Yeah, you don't know this.
And I'm always like, oh, whatever. I don't know. I'm watching the content of the story, not the display of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I like the technical aspects of movies. Or anything. I like technical aspects. This is really beautifully shot, I thought.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I don't think the movie's for everybody. Some people are going to say, what the hell am I watching?
Agree.
It's an arty film.
It's challenging.
Yeah, it's an arty film, and it also deals with tough subject matter.
Oh, yes. People could be very, you could have some touchy conversations about the big meanings of this movie. I would like to hear the lady who wrote the book, what thing was,
It almost feels like you're in a daydream drifting along, a dream almost.
I think that's intentional.
Yeah, and it's not like your run-of-the-mill da-da-da-da-da-da, like a rhythm movie, is it? It just kind of floats along. And some people might say it doesn't really come. I think it does come to something.
Absolutely. Oh, is that some of your 1-star reviews?
Yeah, so I saw a few. There's a lot of bad reviews for this movie, and it's mainly because they wanted the Hunger Games or something when they see Jennifer Lawrence, right?
Yep.
So they go and see this and go, what the hell? Like, what's this? This is not what I want to see.
This is Hunger Games.
This is not My Beautiful House. That's what the bad reviews seem to be about. But if you like artsy movies, which I actually do, I have some kind of a movie I would compare this to in the way it kind of goes is American Honey. Because that feels like a daydream, or you're just sliding along with some people.
True.
Like floating along, you're with them, they're doing stuff, you're kind of just having a look. This is how this feels. You're just right there, aren't you? The camera's generally static, just sat in a room watching them from the beginning where they actually enter the house.
True.
And it just sits there in the corner, like you're sat there in the corner just going, oh, there's some people moving in. What's happening here? And then, it seems okay, but very quickly it's not okay, I don't think. Is it about, like, what's the thing called after you've had a baby where you go into a depression? Is it about that, or is it about actual...
think that is almost an insult to the idea that this person could she was who she was before she ever had a baby. And minus the baby, this would be the exact same situation.
That's why I'm asking.
If you pay really close attention, the baby and taking care of the baby is a very subtle part of it all. And she's exceptionally caring, and in the moments where she's tending to her baby and all that. And so what the story is, we meet this couple, they move into a house where his uncle used to live, and they fixed it kind of up, sort of. We see immediately that they have like really rough, like wild sex, like on the floor, they're naked and it's dusty, and they're sort of like role playing as like tigers or something, we see that immediately.
Yeah.
So, okay. And they had some rock music playing. So we know there's some sauce going on here, some spice, right, in this relationship. She then is pregnant, and then she's not. The reaction to having a baby isn't anything. It's just she just takes care of her baby. And
it's not like she had the baby and then
her
had problems.
Reaction to her life.
Yeah.
Because at one point somebody says to her about postpartum depression, and she said, no, the baby's fine. It's everything else that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And her feeling of being trapped and separate from her ability to just do whatever she wants in the moment. You know what I mean? That is her issue. not an issue. I mean, that's who she is, right? And so shoehorning, as they would say, or how to try to cram herself into this little packaged life. It's like she wants it to kind of sort of work, but it just isn't working.
But even this little packaged life is not like everybody else's. They're a little bit different, aren't they? Artistic. She's a writer. He's a musician. Is that right?
I don't think so.
He had a guitar amp in the corner and a guitar, and
but he works like construction.
He did, but I was like, is he his artistic side? Is that? Are we supposed to?
He does mention having a drum kit that he never has.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah. So he does he's artistic. They're not watching the latest soap opera or anything like that. In fact, is there a television in that house? I don't think there is.
Yes, because they're watching basketball when they have
that's
family
true.
And friends over.
Yeah. They're not conventional.
I mean,
to begin with.
Conventional very quickly.
Right.
Because all of a sudden, the wildness, the sauciness, it starts to look like, okay, we have the aunties and the uncles come over for dinner, and we make some food, and we make sure all the dishes are done, and we do the laundry, and he goes to work, and I'm supposed to because she's a writer, so she's supposed to package all of her little energy up and sit down at her piece of paper and write all day, and yet that isn't her. That's the whole thing.
Right.
So I think he would have been content.
Yeah, I think so.
To settle in and...
Or maybe not, because maybe he's cheating, maybe he isn't.
No, I don't think so. I think yes, he is. I think because in the car, remember. So at some point, it's stressful because what happens also during the course of this, what we're seeing over time, is that she does things very unpredictably and sort of dangerous. Like she'll actually hurt herself. She will go outside randomly and run into the woods, and she bangs her head on a couple of mirrors, and then just takes off walking with the baby down the road. So and the house is not being cleaned at all. And it doesn't come off like a sexist thing to me. I mean, maybe some people would see it that way when he's like, why don't you do anything, right?
No, you're right. It doesn't. That
moment felt a bit, oh God, are we going there? But the truth is, she doesn't care about the piled up dishes. Nothing registers. It's all blank, I think, from what we see. So that is where we're seeing her life. And then she kind of I feel like it's a portrait of a person who's absent from the life they're in.
Yes.
Is that,
Yeah, that's how it seems.
Yeah.
The acting is powerhouse stuff.
Absolutely.
From both of them, actually.
Agree.
And when we just looked up, there's not many people in the movie, really, because it's a lot of scenes of just them two. But then when it does go out into a situation, like they go to a house party, it often gets really awkward, right?
It's very awkward because you don't know what she's going to do.
That's what I was talking about, her unpredictable nature. Because you're never quite sure.
Yeah.
I like what she says. I like what she says to that clerk, even though...
Oh my God. I was like, yes, because this clerk is just talking.
Like they do.
Pointlessly.
Yeah.
And she's like, why are you talking? I'm going to be gone in 30 seconds. You can stop talking. And then she's like, do you ever think about what you're saying? Or does your mouth just open and shit just falls out? I want to say that to people all the time.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed when the lady told her that she's looking a lot better.
Yep.
And then she said to her, well, you're looking a lot better as well. Like, what is that? Is that a compliment, looking a lot better?
That's like when
did I look like shit before?
Yes, that's like when someone loses weight and then you're like, oh, you look so good. And you're like, I mean, you'd be like.
So for the rest of my life, I was just terrible looking.
Yeah, and so were you just secretly talking about me and saying, my God, she's so fat and disgusting. And, oh, but look, you look so good now. That's what it felt like.
So this movie, those press a button, don't they? You're like watching it and you're like, yeah, I always wondered why people say that.
Absolutely.
Or I've always wanted to say that.
Yes.
So then you're like, am I losing it?
I might have said things like that to people. It's very, very possible.
So I was starting to enjoy, and I enjoyed this movie, but it's not really it. I sat down and had it's not a feel-good movie.
Yeah, because it's sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
And there's other sad stuff, like the Sissy Spacek character and her husband.
Mm-hmm.
That's all sad as well.
Absolutely.
So there are some side things that are sad, and that didn't go exactly how I thought it was going to go.
No.
Because there was one scene where she was walking with the thing in the night. I'm not spoiling it, but I thought that was where that was going to end, you know? There's a lot of day for night shots in this movie.
Yeah.
Any scene that is in the night is clearly the daytime, but with a filter over it. I don't mind it as an artistic thing, but I have hated it in other movies. Remember Wolfman this year?
I didn't love it.
You didn't?
But I understood.
I understood it in this movie. It kind of had a haunting.
Some of these things are happening at night, and it's kind of, you know.
Yeah, but it was clear nobody wanted to do a night shoot, or they couldn't do a night shoot for some reason. Or maybe there was not going to be night scenes, and they decided to make them night afterwards.
Oh, I just think it's easier. I mean, working
it is
at night
easier.
would be a lot more complicated.
So it ends up looking like the movie Pitch Black. That was That was all day for night, Pitch Black.
Right.
But it makes sense in that movie. So yeah, it's got an interesting look, interesting feel. I don't think it's for everybody, but it definitely was for me. Let's get on to the cast. Jennifer Lawrence plays Grace. What do you think?
She's... I don't know. It's like I'm mesmerized.
She's really good. She throws herself into it, stuff like this.
Absolutely feels like when you're zooming in on her eyeballs and she's just looking straight ahead, it's not just you looking at Jennifer Lawrence's eyeballs. I'm looking at that person. I mean, it's a combination, obviously, of the directing and inspiring her to react the way the characters, all of this stuff combined. But just there is a life there that she makes with the person and she's in it, you know, even the funny one that we watched.
No hard feelings.
Yes. I mean, it's the same kind of vibe as in, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
And in No Hard Feelings, she was just like, I'm going to be naked or I'm going to whatever. Like, I'll bear everything, right? In this, she's doing that, but like way more emotional.
Yes.
One of my favorite scenes in the whole movie, she's sat inside the fridge and she's just looking at the camera and then she drinks and then just spits it out.
I know. I was like, oh my God.
And I was like, that is like, I don't know. I felt her like it. Yeah, I get what she is. Yes. I get how she feels at this, you know?
Absolutely.
Because they're also in this house that is very, very hot in the summer. It doesn't appear to have any cooling in any way, does it?
It doesn't.
That's why she sat in the fridge that time. So yeah, it's almost like all torture, mental torture, physical torture, living for her in this house. And sometimes she has to get out. There's also something that you probably hated, the dog.
Not just the dog. There were lots of things. There was chomping of gum, a dog barking, of course. The baby crying, but I can cope with baby crying because didn't cry much.
I liked the addition of the dog because it added a layer of extra stress on top of everything.
I didn't.
And she even mentioned, like, we don't need a dog, we need a cat. Because she didn't want something barking around all the time. And it literally...
she told him the day they moved in because he said there were rats in the basement that needed a cat. And so she just irritated that he didn't listen to her.
Yeah. And it barks from the second it enters the house until it's not in the house anymore.
In case people don't know, I fucking hate that. Pardon my language. I cannot cope. I don't care a shit what anybody says. Like, oh, dogs. No. Your dog shouldn't be barking constantly because that means it's not happy or comfortable unless you are taunting it or it's playing. There is no reason for a dog to constantly be barking. And if you can blank it out, that's great. Fan-fucking-tastic. But for some of us who can't cope with random, uncontrolled, and I feel like somebody in this writing staff or who wrote that book or making that movie.
I was reading, the book has lots of just interruptions to the paragraphs. With dog barks, dog barks. Yeah.
And that is from a person who's like me. And it's not acceptable and it's not it's not anything other than it almost makes you have a rage inside of you that blanks out everything rational and reasonable. And it is funny because it doesn't make you point anger at the dog. It makes you point uncontrollable almost rage at the humans responsible for the dog. And so that's where I got her rage at him.
Yeah.
she's like, I'm not training your dog for you. It's not my responsibility. It's like his problem. That's what, and I was like, I identify with this because I want the dog to stop.
Robert Pattinson plays Jackson. I love Robert Pattinson. I think he's excellent. Batman. He's the Batman.
Oh, that's what he was. Okay.
Yeah, he was in this movie from A24 called High Times as well, if you remember.
Yep.
He was excellent in that too.
That's an interesting one.
I just really like his choices. He often chooses odd, artsy films. He's just really, I don't know, he's really natural in this movie. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, you probably know what I'm going to say is that he's a bit weak sauce, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like,
I mean, it's his character.
Yeah.
I'm talking about him.
Yeah, and he does that well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, whatever that is, he does it well, yes.
There are some really emotional scenes where he's talking to her.
Absolutely.
In the car, for instance. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really, really, like, that's what I'm talking about, powerhouse from both of them. They're just delivering big time. Sissy Spacek plays Pam.
I loved it. I loved that it's Sissy Spacek, first of all, and I haven't seen her for a long time. But the way she plays this lady, so she is Jackson, who's the guy you were just talking about, his mom, and Nick Nolte was his dad. And she sees in our main character lady, she sees it.
Yeah.
She knows, but she also tries to kind of talk her into the idea that, you know, once you've had a baby, it's hard, or, you know, whatever. Maybe you should try writing. And she dabbles with that in the beginning, but the more you see how she looks at her,
she's like, I get it.
She totally gets it. And at one point when he goes running after Jennifer Lawrence, she's like, just let her go. Just let her go. I mean, the priority of her at this moment would be just make sure the baby's all right and the baby's fine. And so let her do what she's got to do. I love, and her sincerity, and she's a powerhouse too.
And her husband is played by Nick Nolte. He only has like one or two scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really poignant.
It's very poignant.
You get it, don't you? You get him. And you understand what's going on.
Yes.
And
he's struggling. His dementia, I think, is what we're talking about. Yeah.
Like he's just trying to find the right size sneaker. Like he's committed all of his focus onto that.
On it, yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. That's all there is to him at that point. So it's difficult for everybody, right?
Yes.
And then we've got Lakeith Stanfield as Carl. And now Carl's this guy who rides around on a motorbike. And, you know, in my mind, I'm like, is he really there or is he not?
Right.
Like, does he even exist?
Part of your philosophy is that this movie plays with what's real and what is not.
Yeah.
I don't know if it does fully. Like, you know, there's moments when you might think that.
I feel like she's just imagining some stuff. Maybe there is a motorbike just going past, but the whole rest of it is just
and then she
a fantasy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When she hears the motorcycle in the neighborhood, like we do in our neighborhood, you can't really, it's another thing like a dog. You can't ignore it.
Well, she gets more sexually
she does, but I feel like she's made a story to go along with it.
I can assure you that is not my reaction.
No.
I am the grumpy old woman. I don't care what anybody thinks about the person in the neighborhood who thinks.
But I don't think he exists.
They don't want to listen to that.
In my mind, of all the scenes we saw with him, I don't think he was there.
I disagree.
I mean, yeah, either of us could be right, or neither of us, right?
I think if you asked the lady, she'd tell you.
Yeah, maybe it's never. Maybe it's one of those books that never really commits to it. Directed by Lynn Ramsey. She directed You Were Never Really Here. Do you remember that one?
Yep.
That was a really good.
With Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yep.
And We Need to Talk About Kevin. Do you remember that one?
What are you talking about? Tell me. Yes, with the son?
Yeah.
With, what's her face? Who was in it?
Tilda Swinton.
Oh.
You might, I don't know if you saw it. Maybe I saw it and you didn't.
Maybe.
Anyway, those two movies are very, very good. And I agree that this one is too. It fits alongside them. It's got that artistic. It reminds me, like, I really like the lady who directed Fish Tank, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and American Honey that I mentioned.
Gritty. You like grit.
Yeah, I feel like this fits in with though. It's like that kind of film. It's gritty, it's realistic, but it's also dreamlike. And I think that's where this fits. If you don't like, you know, I wouldn't say it's non-linear because it isn't, is it? It's linear, but it's not.
Well, it has its
ordinary
moments where we're going forward, backward a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to sort of.
It's not confusing though.
A little bit. It can be because once they do it, once a film does it once, like we see everything, we see they have a baby, then all of a sudden we're back and she's very pregnant and she's talking to Nick Nolte and we know that he's dead because in the past conversation, we know that his dad has passed on. So then you're like, okay. Then later, as the movie goes on, the questions are, where are we? Because that baby never ages, by the way.
No.
We have it 6 month, his little 6-month birthday party between him and his mom and his dad. And then that baby never gets any bigger or older at all. So I have no idea how much time passes in this movie.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it was directed very well. And I think the cinematography is really good too. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's like I said to you, we paused it on a scene and I was looking at it for quite some time while you were gone. And I was like, it's like a piece of art, photograph.
Absolutely.
You know? All right. IMDb reviews. What are those?
Those are reviews where people say things like, this movie is the worst movie I've ever seen. And they give it 1 star and you love to make up funny voices for them like I just did.
Yeah. So these are the 1-star people who really didn't like this movie. The first guy says, sheer boredom. I go to movies without watching trailers and knowing as little as possible. That's good.
That is good.
I did find out that this is a dark comedy with 2 talented actors, though. And that was enough for me. A dark comedy? No. I don't know where you got that from.
Sorry, mate. That ain't right.
I'm not exaggerating, though. This is currently the worst movie of the year. It's so excruciatingly boring. Every scene goes on for too long. The attempts at being weird feel so pointless. That's it. I don't know what he's on about. And this person here says, get this one. I don't know where to begin. This is absolutely not a dark comedy as advertised. Maybe the trailer makes it look like one.
Maybe.
How can you make this movie look like a comedy? There's literally no comedy.
I'm befuddled.
I mean, even if I tried to if you said to me as a project, cut this movie trailer and make it seem like a comedy, there's not really any comedy.
There is not.
It might be like, her smiling and laughing at the beginning. No, I don't know what they're talking about.
Are we just not cool enough anymore?
The movie was wall-to-wall horrendous to watch. Boring, erratic, and nonsensical. The music was loud, and the dog was constantly barking, and sometimes a baby was crying. It was giving me a headache.
I can't argue with
And that's the idea of that. I mean, that's literally the idea.
Sure.
It's like you're in with her, and this is how it feels. Terrible. And the third guy says, just get out of the cinema. Worst movie of the year.
Right on. Worst movie.
Movie starts nowhere and ends up nowhere. And every minute of the journey is tiring and uncomfortable. I think maybe that's the point, actually.
That it's exhausting. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't. Well, it does. It does have an arc.
Absolutely.
But maybe it's not the arc that you want,
So shut up.
And he
saying to this person?
He finishes with artistic choices are all over the place. Scenes are completely meaningless and drag on for too long. There's no story whatsoever. Even the top-notch acting couldn't save the film.
Okay, let's play a game. What scene do you think they think is pointless?
I don't know. I mean, you could.
About?
Yeah, I don't know. So, I feel like there's a lot of people with no attention span at all. So if it's artistic in a way, like how we would explain it as artistic.
I just thought of one.
What?
Lip cutting. That
right.
Might have felt like to somebody who can't just let their brain.
Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm confused and therefore it's pointless kind of thing.
Right.
I get that.
Or maybe just like there's a lot of scenes to establish that she's really bored around the house, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
So it'll be like her looking in this, her walking around here, her doing a dance. And it might feel repetitive. But that's the idea. It's supposed to make you feel that she is trapped and lost in it all.
Absolutely.
Right? So, yeah. You don't get it, people. So, go away.
Why are we so smart and everyone's so dumb?
We didn't see any extras because we saw the streaming version, but let's give this movie a score. I'm going to give Die My Love an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 8.5, maybe 8.7. It's up there.
I like this type of film.
I do too. It makes you feel like, okay. I have to let go. I have to let go of something to really go on.
From the very opening sequences of this movie, I was like, okay, this is not like your average movie.
Correct.
Like it feels there's something different going on.
We'll say elevated because we're snobby, but yeah, that's what it feels like.
All right. So that is our scores for that one. Next week, we're going to look at the return of Daniel Day-Lewis. He left, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's
now back in the movie Anemone.
Okay.
With Sean Bean.
Anemone.
Do.
Dangerous.
All right. Movie recommendations. I am going off the tip of this movie. I'm going with Mother! Darren Aronofsky's. I don't know. It's hard to explain that.
That's
movie.
a tricky recommendation.
It's a.
That is.
It's like a religious allegory. Weird house, trapped in a house. Kind of. It's strange, isn't it? There's all kinds of imagery, and if you get anxiety of any kind, I feel like it would bring it right up in you.
Oh, you mean like the other one with Joaquin Phoenix? Had the boy his name in it?
Oh yeah.
You know
the Ari Aster movie.
Yeah.
That one also give you a lot of anxiety. If you watch that and Mother back to back, that would be hardcore.
Drink some wine.
What I always remember in Mother, Jennifer Lawrence in the movie hated people sitting on her countertops, or almost in every scene somebody would come in and sit on the countertop.
I forgot that part.
You know, it was just irking her. But anybody who came in just seemed to do it. And it has a lot of that in that movie.
That movie had a lot of the things that really could just grate on your nerves.
Yeah. People
being really awful.
Yeah. And very odd as well. And Mubi, because this movie is also from Mubi, did The Substance. And I would recommend The Substance.
Now, when you say Mubi, you know what I think of?
No. No?
Movies.
I don't know what you think.
The Skewniverse. A Skewniverse.
Oh, yes, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Kevin Smith's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, no, that's not that. They're a streaming/film company.
And I think of
they're like A24, let's say.
Fast food restaurant movies.
Yeah.
Where Randall ends up working in Dante. And my recommendations, you say, I'm going to all the movies I've ever watched that have ever existed since the beginning of filmmaking. That would have been like the late 1800s. In fact, the very beginning of the 20th century, which was the 1900s, kids, which was the last century. And we were born back then. And so these are movies I've seen, not all of the movies. So if you want to be like me when you get grown up and super intelligent, you'll watch every single one of these and then have the exact same opinion as me. But they're not all good. They're just, also I'm picking the horror genre just for this year.
Right.
So I've got 2014, we've got The Purge Anarchy, which I believe is the second Purge because the first one was 2013.
Right.
I think. I like The Purge universe. I don't remember. One of them was kind of lame because I had that guy who wore the black outfit. And I think
this is the one you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one that, I mean, they're all.
This one is the lamest of them all.
The same thing is, if you don't know what The Purge is, it's in a world where in America, it is decided that on one day, one 24-hour period every year, that you can commit any crime, including, of course, murder, rape, whatever, all the crimes, and you don't get punished for it. And so it is a free-for-all and by now it's become like an industry and it's like a game almost to everybody. And there are people trying to survive it and whatever. If you've never seen any Purge, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So Purge, Anarchy. And then we have not one of my favorites, but back to the Askew universe, Tusk.
Oh, yeah.
Smith.
That's a weird one.
That Jason guy in it. I mean, you kind of go along with the ride of it, but that's enough. Annabelle, which is from your universe of the...
It's nothing to do with me. It's James Wan.
Right, it's Conjuring, though. It's the Conjuring people.
Correct.
And you like the Conjuring universe, and it's Annabelle. She's one of the possessed items from the Conjuring world. And then we have a movie that I think I picked on Netflix back in the day just because it was Halloween season, and I was randomly picking anything in the horror genre, called Wormwood, Road of the Dead. It is a New Zealand movie. So it's like a comedy horror.
Is it the one with the radio station?
Not sure. No, that's Pontypool.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no. This one's it's like a zombie-esque, something.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. It's really extreme. It's got a bit of that Peter Jackson early days vibe. Yes, before he ever made the other one, Lord of the Rings. He did extreme nauseating gore that looks really super fake. This is kind of that world. And then we have It Follows, which you really, really loved.
Yeah, there's a new It Follows.
Right.
They Follow.
Oh God.
Yeah. Coming later this year.
You don't want them or it following you.
All right. Thank you, Sid Talk.
Sure, anytime. Anytime. Well, once a week, anyway.
All right, Ace Scully stuff. I've got a couple of new games I've been playing this week. The first one is I've talked about a game before called Frostpunk 2. You ever remember this? You probably don't.
No.
It's like a city base building kind of, you might like, no, you wouldn't like it because there's a lot of conflict.
Yeah, no conflict, please.
So it's in the future, the world's gone bad. We're in like a nuclear winter type thing where everything's freezing, really, really freezing. Got to build a city, keep all your people warm. There's all kinds of systems in the city that you've got to keep looking on. It's like you playing City Skylines.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep the city going. Well, that game came out some time ago and I reviewed it. Really liked it because I don't generally tend to play that kind of game. But I did like the element of everybody freezing to death and I have to save them, So this one is the DLC that just came out for Frostpunk. It's called Fractured Utopias. And what it is it adds a bunch of stuff. It costs, it's like a really big expansion pack. It costs $12.99. But like you, who play City Skylines a lot, these expansion packs add a bunch of stuff, don't they? And often things that you're like, oh yeah, that was missing. Now I like that.
Sure.
Right. So this one is the first DLC for Frostpunk 2. This is what it says on Steam. Embraces the core concept of the builder mode, giving it more structure, expanding its scope, and emphasizing the weight of the player's choices. So it adds loads of new buildings, and also in Frostpunk 2, there's lots of choices you have to make along the way. So you might have made the decision as the town builder to build a place where everybody eats. And then everybody starts going there to eat, and you're starting to run out of food. So there's a consequence to building that thing. You've got to get more people to go out and get hunting. So everything really has a consequence in the game, and the game's built around that. This adds a lot more new consequences, like a new tree of consequences. So if you like this game, this adds a lot of new stuff to it. It even adds 2 new storylines and a brand new map. So $12.99, it's called Frostpunk 2 Fractured Utopias. You can also buy the whole thing, the game and the DLC for $26.99 on Steam at the moment. The second game I've been playing is a really interesting one. It's called Death Howl. You saw me play this a little bit, remember? It's a turn-based roguelite, which is kind of one of my favorite genres on Steam. It's from 11-Bit Studios, the people who made The Altars. And it's interesting. You're like, it's like a grid shape. You're in this world. I'll tell you what it says here. Master the grid, defy death. Enter a grim spirit realm in this open world deck builder. Craft lethal decks from 160 cards, claim powerful totems, and defeat foes in tactical grid combat. Fight as a desperate hunter Ro to bring her son back from beyond the veil. So it's got this like interesting art style. It's 8-bit looking, but it's turn-based card battling like Hearthstone. Do you remember Hearthstone? I used to play it all the time.
I mean, I remember it, but card-based games really don't do it for me.
Yeah, but this is like an RPG, but when it comes to a battle, you're playing cards against to win. Like,
okay.
And the cards all have like little distinct powers to them.
I feel like that's a niche kind of a thing.
It really is, but it's a massive niche now. Like it's become that and roguelike shooting games where you have to like get better and try another game and try, all those genre has become very, very big on Steam, I've noticed. And this one is, the thing about it is it's got this like 8-bit style graphics. It looks like Zelda from the 8-bit era, maybe 16-bit era. It's interesting to look at. It's got a story to it. It's voice acted, but like you're on this grid and then you've got to, each run that you go on, you've got to try and survive and bring back stuff to build up your little base. And I love those kind of games. They're also awesome on the Steam Deck because you can just pick them up, have a game. When you're on the toilet and stuff like that, you can have a little game.
I don't identify with small bursts of anything. I am an excessive person.
You could also be an excessive person on this game if you want it. But yeah, it's called Death Howl. It's out now on Steam and it costs, introductory offer, it says, ends December the 23rd, $17.99. So those are the games we've been playing this week. Sid Talk, what's for dinner?
We're going to do the basics. We're going to have French fries from the oven. We're going to have baked beans from a can. And eggs to put on top.
Yum.
Eggs out of shells.
I like it. Yeah, I prefer them not in the shells. All right, what's your advice? And let's get out of it.
My advice is, it's not really advice. It's advice that's not advice. But of course, it's inspired by this movie and by life, of course. Some people who know me might think that I'm unconventional in some ways. You've known me now for 20-some years, since 1998. Do you find that anything I do is unconventional?
Anything you do?
Anything I think or how I do things?
Yeah.
Okay. Then one would say, well, what is conventional? And
exactly.
Where did it come from?
That was my first question. I was going to say, what is conventional?
You've known me long enough now, babe. You know the question. And so then you kind of have to go back and back and back and back and back. And I'm not arguing that there are some systems and things that we've worked out, like I'd rather live in a house than under a tree, just under a tree in the grass, right? So we've worked out that living in a box, basically, is what we're doing.
I'm living in a box.
Whatever it is. It could be a hut. It could be a shack. It could be a tent. It could be this house. It could be a luxury yacht, because that's still a box. It's just floating on the water, right? So living in a box is how we're supposed to do it, quote unquote. Having this life where you have a certain age, you do a certain thing, and then you get a little older, and then you're supposed to start reproducing. You couple up and reproduce, and then you teach them shit, and then they go out in the world and they repeat the cycle. Well, you just get older and then you die like that. And you, in the process, you're supposed to accumulate some currency, wherever you live in the world. It could be anything. It could be a pile of rocks or a goat or a pile of money, whatever it is. You're supposed to trade the time of your life to acquire some of that so you can have some stuff and pay for things and whatever, right? What if all of that it's designed and created by people who are control freaks, right? People who have something in their DNA and personality who does like, well, I have to have everything a certain way, and so I'm going to impose this on everyone else. I'm going to spread this idea, so that it becomes the way so I feel comfortable where I'm at. So whatever. I don't know how else to describe it, except that maybe that's not how we can all survive and thrive in our minds in life. I also understand that you need to be, I personally think and believe that in life, yes, being productive and contributing something to the functioning of things and not just being a parasite, which some other people in a different discussion would argue that's all we are anyway as humans. But I do think that accomplishing things along the way and doing that thing where you're not just purely about your own self. I do believe in that. But what if everything else that we've just gotten used to because it's comfortable, and then you start judging people for not accepting it, right? So in this movie, we have our main character who, it's not that she just refuses to buy into the whole idea. She just doesn't. There is no choice here. Her only choice is to be who she is, which is kind of dangerous to herself and ultimately to others. Or she can lie her way through life and self-medicate and pretend and hide it and smile and put on the little dress when the people come over and keep the house tidy. And on the inside, she's dead, right? She's dead. She can't be who she is. Or you explore the movie as you watch it and you'll decide how the thing all goes for her. That's kind of what we have to do when we are not. We look around, I look around, and everything isn't the way I think. It's boring and it's However, I like my little section of ugh. I like the ugh that I've developed for myself that's tolerable and enjoyable. It's palatable. And yet I have my own moments where I'm just like, especially during years of working, right? So you might get in the car one day and be like, what if I just fucking get on the highway and go? I have my debit card in my pocket. I have a car. If I just go and end up somewhere and just stay there instead of this, right? I never felt that urge to flee, but I get it. So what if everything was designed by people who just refuse to identify with any other option? And I think we have lots of room for options, and allow the person, if they're not being dangerous to you or to someone else, be the quote unquote unconventional, and just get on with life. Don't judge them for it.
Well said. Well done.
It was long. It was long like a scene in this movie.
Yeah. 2 stars out of 10.
Thanks. I got 2. That's pretty good.
All right. Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads. Those are the social networks you can find me on. And maybe you'll find Sid Talk on there as well. Maybe not. You can also catch this podcast, ascully.com, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, YouTube, iHeartRadio, all of the places that podcasts are available. Email feedback to me, ascully@ascully.com. Don't email Sid Talk. She doesn't want your email. And stay classy. J-Law. That's what they call her, J-Law.
What? J-Law?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Let's
She's like J-Lo, but she's like J-Law.
She's her own, combining her names. Genius. That is a boring thing in life. And I'm going to say, hey, surprisingly, think for yourself, or someone's doing it for you.